morning, guys. It's kind of dark. Let me get some light on. All right. So it's a beautiful Monday morning. It's Memorial Day. Yesterday was kind of laid back and we didn't really do anything yesterday. I did a few things in the background, but I didn't film nothing really. I'm gonna put this thing on. Yeah, I didn't really film anything yesterday, and the reason for that is I didn't really do anything yesterday. I went to in the morning, got up, did some testing early, some chicken all day. We've been testing on some chicken and some sauces. You know, we mixed up some sauces, some spicy and some mild. You know, with some own blend. So I did chicken mostly yesterday. different versions of it, just to, we're tweaking it, so we're doing different versions of it. I didn't go on the road yesterday until last night. We went out to eat something, get some appetizers at Bahama Breeze. But during the daytime, I was just mostly doing uploads on my two videos, from Friday and Saturday. Yesterday's video is not much, so I'm gonna edit that today and get it out Sunday's video. It's now Monday, Memorial Day. A lot of people had a lot of things planned for today. Today we have a lot of outdoor events, but I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry for those people who had their plans, because it's raining real bad out here this morning. As you can tell, it's overcast, it's raining, non-stop rain. Now, the weather said it might clear up, but the sucky part about it is most of those Memorial Day events are in parks and in lawns and grassy area, so the grass is wet. So even if it clears up now and maybe later on it might dry out if the sun comes out, you never know. But most of those events is being washed out, or it's gonna be wet. Maybe not washed out, but wet. So yeah, let me leave this door open a little bit. So I hope the rain gods answer the people's prayer and put a hold on the rain until tomorrow or something. Anyway, so it's a Monday, it's a holiday. I still can't do nothing, or I wouldn't call anybody about business today. It's a holiday, so I'll probably get with everybody I need to get with tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, first thing. Yeah, so it's still it's early. Well, it's about 8:30. I've been up a while because it's raining. I never really got out of bed, but I'm up now. We got a text this morning from the salon, so they're one of the tenants is there. I don't know, she's working today maybe. Said she smelled like there's gas in there. However, the salon doesn't use gas anywhere. There's no gas line coming there to do anything. We don't have stoves. We don't have any of that in there. The heat uses gas, but because it's summertime, the gas is off. Like literally, we turn it off from the outside. The gas company turned it off. So everything else, there's no other gas in there for anything. Our water heater is electric. It doesn't use gas. The AC system doesn't use gas, obviously. There's no kitchen, there's nothing like that use gas. So we don't have gas in our space. However, we are between two restaurants, the Firehouse Sub and Marlowe's, so it may be coming from their side. So I'm just gonna head out there real quick. I'm gonna get my hot water and then I'm gonna head out there real quick. Just to see what that might be, or smell it to see what it is. I'm quite sure it's not gas. or if it's gas, it could be from one of those restaurants. They probably left one of their stove pilot out. It's early now and they're not there. So if they leave up a stove on with the pilot out, it will give you that gas smell. As well as it could be car gas. Car gas, there's a back parking lot, and the other day we had a customer, well, I guess they work there. Their car was leaking gas, I guess. So every time they would park in the back, you would smell that gas smell coming in through the back door. So they had that complaint before. When I checked it out, when there, several times, I realized I smelled it, but it wasn't gas from the building. It was like car gas. Found out there was a Mustang back there. I guess it was leaking gas. The engine, whenever they pull up on park, you just smell it. So found it out that was the issue. It was just a worker's car. I didn't say anything. I didn't complain about it. I just told whoever was smelling it that's where it was coming from. I noticed the worker, they stopped parking by the back door and started parking away in the back parking lot. So that was the case in that issue, with that issue. So now I'm not sure if it's car gas or it's gas from your house, like natural gas, right? They both have a different distinctive smell. So those who know, those guys out there who knows. Most people don't know what car gas smell like versus natural gas. And the funny thing is, they pump gas every day in their car, but they just can't seem to tell you. When I ask, I say, hey, does it smell like car gas when you pump in your car, or does it smell like natural gas? They don't know. They just say, hey, it smells like gas. So I don't know how they know what gas smell like, but yet still you can't tell what car gas is versus. Enough people don't know that. Because every time I ask that question, which gas does it smell like? They can't tell you, but they know they smell like gas. Half of the time, it's not even gas they're smelling, guys. That's the funny thing. So I'm gonna head down there and check it out, see if I could smell anything. I'm quite sure whatever smell they're smelling is coming from next door. So I'm gonna head down there real quick, because that's kind of a emergency. If it turns out to be a gas leak, you don't want anybody to be in there. Would want to notify the appropriate people if it's a real gas leak, right? So I'm gonna head down there real quick. And the fact that we do have restaurants right there, I have to treat it as an emergency. So let me cut this one out, and then I'm gonna head down there real quick and maybe I do some driving shots in the rain. I'll let you know. Alright, I'll check in a second, guys. Alright guys, so what's going on? It's been a slow day today again. It's Monday, Memorial Day. Yeah, it's a slow day today. I haven't been doing much. I went to the salon to check out a gas leak real quick. There was no gas leak. Normally, well, not normally. We have two restaurants beside us, and if there's not a leak, but sometimes maybe a pilot is out, for who knows what I'm talking about, you'll have like a stove and the pilot is out, so the gas smell from the pilot, you'll smell it. Being in the restaurant business, I know that's what happened. So because we have two restaurants beside us, if that's the case and they closed last night and that pilot went out, or they outed for some reason, and you're gonna smell a little bit of gas fumes, natural gas, right? So in the morning time when you get in, that smell will probably travel to the next suite, which is ours, right? So I'm assuming that's what it is. We've smelled it before, but once they come in and open up and get their exhaust fans running and they light their pilot, relight their pilots and stuff like that, then that smell goes away. The only reason why you smell it is because maybe the pilot went out. That little flame you normally see on gas stove that stay lit all the time, that little flame is the pilot, for those who don't know. So if that flame goes out, it's still spraying a tiny amount of gas, and that's what they're probably smelling, right? So, and then as I said, the only reason I know this because I'm in the restaurant business, so that little flame just doesn't stop. It's always lit, right? The tenant went in this morning, sent us a text saying that they smell gas. Immediately I know what it was. So what I did, I could control the air in the building remotely. So what I did immediately was just turn the air on in the building, put it on so it just circulate and get that smell out. By the time I got there was literally no smell. I didn't smell it. They said they smell it sometimes. I don't know what it is, but I turned on ahead of time and got rid of that smell. I hung out there for a minute just to make sure, it wasn't a real gas smell coming from next door. So far there was none. So it was raining real bad, so I just stood there and talk a little bit with them and make sure there was no gas smell. Cleaned up a little bit. I was supposed to move that TV down. It's too high up on the wall. I was gonna move it down in one of those rooms, but I completely forgot and left. Didn't remember. So maybe later on today or early in the morning I'll move it. It won't take more than like a couple minutes to move. So far I haven't been doing much today. I was just there watching oh my god. I was watching a couple videos online. I was doing some more chicken testing with the recipe and stuff like that, just different variations of it, doing the sauce and stuff like that. So that's all I've been doing. I didn't record any of that. I was just kind of giving the camera a break. I did a little talk this morning when I got up, but that was about it. Now I'm heading. It's already evening time. It's already after 5 or something like that. So I'm heading to the farm market to pick up some more chicken because I'm trying different seasonings. I gotta keep buying chicken leg quarters. So I buy leg quarters, season it different style, and have people taste it. I'm just going through to where once I get everybody to want more, then we know it's good, right? So when I'm testing chicken or meats, when I have them taste it, if they want more, if they eat it, I just don't say nothing. I say, yo, try this. If they eat it and they want more, I know it's good, right? Sometimes when you eat something or some foods, if you eat it one time and you don't have that feeling to eat another piece, it's not good. It might be a belly full, but if you don't have that feeling of eating more, then you need to spice it up a little more, season up a little more. So I'm getting closer to that. I tried some yesterday and they wanted more. So without me saying anything, I just don't say anything. I'll just give it to them and look at their response, look at their reaction when they taste it, stuff like that, and then get their feedback as well. So I'm just testing, pretty much just testing, buying meats, different seasoning, different ways of doing it, different the process or how I do it. I'll change it up and see what's best. I'm trying to figure out the quickest way to get it done and it tastes real good, with that wanting more taste, right? And also making it as easy as possible and cheap as possible to actually make, right? So now I'm heading back. I'm gonna grab some different seasoning. More seasoning, but the same, but just more of it. I'm gonna get some more at the farm market and some more chicken to test. So yeah, I haven't done anything. Yesterday was a slow day as well. I uploaded the videos for yesterday to edit it, but it's not much. It's probably gonna be like 30 minutes or less for yesterday, so which was Sunday. So I didn't do much Sunday either. I just pretty much hang around and did some testing on the meats and stuff like that. But that's about it. I was just cooking yesterday and hanging around. Last night we went to Bahama Breeze and, you know, got some appetizers and stuff, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that great. They didn't have what I wanted. So you know how when you go to somewhere and you're feeling for that and that's what you want, they were out of it. So even the big restaurants get, you know, run out of stuff. And I could understand yesterday because there was a lot of graduations and stuff going on yesterday, and you know it was just filled with people. Even at 10:30, 11 at night, it was just filled. So I could see why they would run out, because it's been a graduation weekend, holiday weekend, graduation weekend in one. So I could understand why they would run out. But everything I asked for, they actually ran out. So I ended up taking something that I didn't want. So that was good. Coincidentally, I'm right by Bahama Breeze right now, by the way, guys. Yeah. So yeah, yesterday wasn't a very long video. I'm about to edit that later on today and drop yesterday and today's video out tonight, hopefully. So yeah, I'm just heading over there. I'm gonna season up some chicken. This chicken, when I season the chicken, guys, I don't cook it the same day. So this chicken I'm gonna season right now, I ain't gonna cook it today. I'm gonna let it marinate for maybe a day or two. It will be, today's what, Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday before I actually cook it. I let it soak a little bit before, you know, season to the bone type of situation. So that's why I'm getting it from today. That way it could, you know, marinate for a few days. I still have some seasoned ones in the refrigerator, so I'm gonna cook that out today when I go back home. That one is perfect. The one I did today is perfect. So now I have a recipe for that one that I made today, both the chicken and the pork. But I'm still trying some other flavors, right? So this set I'm gonna do it a different style and see if we could get it just right. Now this one, I know it's right. The only issue I have with this one, the ingredients I used to make this one this perfect, it's gonna cost us a lot more. All right, so this is number one on the list. This way how I season it, that's number one. So the ones I'm gonna do now, season now, hopefully that one is just as good or perfect. I could use that version instead, because this version I'm working on is gonna be a little bit less money wise. Remember, we weren't seasoning just a tray of chicken. We seasoning buckets and buckets, or cases of chicken, I should say, right? So we have to, when you're seasoning, you know, 100 pounds of chicken, that makes a difference in ingredients when you have to buy a lot of stuff versus one stuff, you know, one item less in that recipe for 100 pounds makes a big difference money wise, you know. And then also I'm trying to use ingredients that's readily available every day, all year round. We could get it. I don't want to use anything that I may not get it one day, or halfway in the summertime you don't have it, or winter time we don't have it. So that's why I want to try and use ingredients that's available all the time. All right, that's one of the reasons, you know, why I'm doing that. Oh, there's no parking back here. Let me see. Oh, I think there's one right there, one right in the front. We got lucky today. So we're back at Nam De Mun, the farm market. This is our local farm market. This farm market is probably the closest one to me. We have an international market that's in DeKalb County. It's quite a bit away. So this farm market is the closest one to me, where I could just easily get produce. So that's why I come to this one all the time. We have the commercial one. We have a commercial one that would probably be buying fresh ingredients from. That one is quite a bit far, but they'll, you know, they have a lot more stuff in both or commercial. So let me get my cart. Alright guys, so they didn't have no leg quarters. I mean, it's a holiday weekend, so I'm figuring that's the reason why they're out of leg quarters. Normally they're not out of these things, but right now they're out. Alright guys, so we leaving farm market. We didn't get the chicken. I got the seasoning and I got some other stuff. Alright guys, so just coming from Walmart, still in the parking lot. So they didn't have any leg quarters. No leg quarters nowhere. Obviously it's a holiday today and people barbecuing and doing all sorts of cookouts. So I guess that's why all the leg quarters are out. But no worries. Once they stock up back, maybe tomorrow or the next day, I'll get some. I got some rice to test. I'm gonna do the rice, test out some rice and peas, and I have some seasoned meats in there in the refrigerator, so I'm just gonna pretty much do that today and then, you know, test this new batch another day. No biggie. So yeah, I went to Walmart, got a few stuff. I got some seasonings. I got the powdered season that I was looking for. It's really a powdered jerk season I'm testing out. I'm trying to make all our seasonings from scratch, but I'm just comparing what it would cost if I should use the powdered jerk seasoning versus the one that we make from scratch. Now the one we make from scratch is the ultimate. It tastes good. You can't beat that, right? But price wise it's crazy. So I'm playing around with some other ways. Guys, things are so expensive. I got like 4 small bags of stuff. Everything could fit in probably 2 bags, 3 bags, and that was 50 bucks. You know, things are super expensive nowadays, so that's why we have to, you know, we have to try and get our food costs down, way down. If we don't get our food costs down, we won't be able to offer the pricing that we want to. So I'm here just testing different ways. We want it to taste real good. We want it to be the best tasting, where people come back every day, as well as the price has to be right. So in order to do that, we can't just go out and buy whatever at whatever cost. It's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a small mom and pop restaurant that's, you know, just starting with no name. You know what I'm saying? You have to get your food cost down as low as possible without sacrificing the taste. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, all this testing, if I know the recipe I already have, I know that work, right? But I'm still trying to get it down low without sacrificing the quality of the product, right? If I can't get it done, any lure, or it's going to sacrifice that taste, then what I'll do, I'll just stick to it, and you know, I have no choice but to put it at a higher price point, right? Because at the end of the day, it don't make no sense you sell cheap food and it's not good, right? That food has to be tasty, real good to where that customer will come back twice in one day or 3 times in one day. If you don't get it to that point, don't even sell it. Might as well you don't open a restaurant, right? The food has to be spectacular. The food has to be so good you don't have to advertise. Soon as somebody eat it today, they tell everybody, right? So that's what I'm testing for. I'm testing to make sure this food is the best food for the price, you know, or even not for the price, just period, the best food, right? So that's why I'm doing so much testing, and you know, I have a recipe that works, but I'm trying to make it better, you know. No matter how you have a recipe and it's good, there's always you know, a way to make it better when it comes to taste and food. There's always something. No, you can't please everybody, but you could please most people, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're here. I'm back at the house. Let me take these things inside and start whipping up some stuff.